I don't know, my hands.
I can help you.
Jonah, overall, your thoughts on the offensive line's performance against Mississippi State?
Like I was saying, I think that as an O-line, you have to go and you have to watch the film and you have to, go back through your assignments and that type of thing. And I think that some of the things were our fault. Some of the things weren't. As far as responsibilities go, there's times where, you have to throw hot. Maybe we have 5 guys blocking and they bring 6. Not a whole lot that you can do there. They're very aggressive, with their blitz pass and that type of thing, especially after the first 2 drives. I think that they're kind of playing more the RPOs and pass stuff heavy the first 2 drives, and we're able to run the ball, and then they kind of sold out on adding, +1s to the box and stopping us from being able to, move the ball easily and try to get pressure on the quarterback. And so, great defense. I think they were the either number 1 or number 2 scoring defense in the country coming into this game. And so, we expected a slugfest, and I think that, we got that. Obviously a lot to work on moving forward, and that's why we practice each week.
Are you good with audio?
I'm better now. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Outlets. No,
We
go
were
ahead.
having a little panic there.
Sorry.
Your little mouse on top of your phone isn't catching all of it.
Just going back to kind of fall camp and summer practice, was there anything that Quentin Williams showed the team then that you kind of got the feeling that, okay, this guy's going to really have a big year?
Yeah, I think we knew that. I think if you ask any lineman coming in, who were some of the guys who were really standing out on defense, I think he would be at the very top of the list. Obviously, really proud of what he's been able to do so far, and not surprised based on his production in practice and how hard he works in the offseason to improve in a lot of areas.
Coach Saban just spoke to us a moment ago, obviously taking this week just as seriously as any other week, despite the competition level. How do you guys kind of adopt that mindset? And I know you certainly have throughout your entire career here.
I think that, obviously we respect every opponent we play, so there's that aspect. But I think it also comes down to improving ourselves. I think that every week's an opportunity to improve ourselves, but when we're playing a team who, poses a lot of different challenges as far as scheme or that type of thing, sometimes you have to work on wrinkles more than just fundamentals. So I think that, on weeks where you're not playing another SEC team, it's a good chance to work on fundamentals and improve ourselves because, we've done some good things so far, but there's a lot that we can improve on moving forward. And, hopefully in the postseason we'll play a bunch of, really good teams. So.
From a leadership perspective, how do you make sure that the younger guys, the newcomers on both sides of the ball, kind of adopt that same mentality and not overlook a team, maybe looking forward to the next week, things like that?
Yeah, I think leading by example, that's the way I've always done it. I'm not much of a, rah-rah leader guy. I'll get someone in line if I, have to, but probably not the guy who's going to be, screaming in the team meeting. So I think that going out there and, executing at the same, speed and tenacity that I try to do, every single practice and every drill, I think that that's kind of contagious. And if they see, a leader slacking off, taking himself out of drills or taking it easy or whatever, then I think that they're going to be more likely to do that. So I just try to lead by example in that regard.
When Saban was talking about the big tool was taking, he said it's not just protection. Part of it is Tua stepping up and getting to the ball more quickly. So where have you seen him develop in that area, and how much further does he need to go?
Yeah, I think that we all have a lot to improve on, including the quarterback, as good as he's been. And, obviously we've done well as an O-line leading up to that point. We, led the SEC in sacks allowed, and I think we're number 2 or 3 in the country behind, like, Army and triple option teams like that. So, I think there's a lot to improve on for him and for us and everyone. There's, some times where if we're only blocking so many guys, that's our assignment, in a play action, and they bring an extra guy, either you got to throw it hot or you got to step up, and, kudos to them for having the, great call for that play. So I think that, we all have a lot to improve on. As an O-line, we have a lot to improve on. I think Tua has stuff to improve on. Our running backs, everyone has stuff to improve on. And we can't be, boastful in that, thinking that we can sit here and, any group of us don't have things to improve on, because we all do.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.